Touch.
People always talk about my come up, cause I've been going on every summer. Pussy wanna talk about numbers, but your manager buying swipe show so bummy, ain't nobody out now that can touch us.
What's up, YouTube? It's Screw the Rules, Yu-Gi-Oh! And today we are going to open and review the brand new structure deck that just came out, Order of the Spellcasters, basically featuring our boy Endymion and other new monsters, but in pendulum form. And I'm really excited because this structure deck is going to pay homage to basically the spell counter archetype, because that's basically what this deck is. If you guys can remember, like the old spell counter cards like Magical Library that's used for like Exodia FTKs, and Breaker the Magical Warrior, where when it's summoned you get a counter, and then you get the effect that you get to remove the counter and basically pop something on the field. And if you guys haven't already done so, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you guys can get notified when I drop a new Yu-Gi-Oh video. And lastly, please let me know in the comment section down below if you believe that this structure deck is gonna be basically maybe tier 1.5 or tier 1 like Salmon Grades did, because Konami is really doing a great job of making these structure decks and actually just like fairly budget too. But let's get into it, guys. I'm actually really excited to open this product for y'all, and we're gonna see what is in here. Got our playmat that really don't care about, and we finally got the deck. Ooh, okay. But what is this over here? Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. I'm guessing this is a promotion basically for the new Switch game that they're releasing for Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyway, guys, let's just crack open this bad boy and just see basically the new cards that are in here for this archetype. I'm actually really excited, and apparently there is some insane reprints like Droll and Lock Bird, and I do believe Pot of Desires. So I'm actually really excited to see those in common form. That's actually pretty exciting. So starting off, we have the big boy himself, the boss monster for this new deck, Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic. He's a level 7. Pendulum 8 scale, and he's probably got the biggest text of any Yu-Gi-Oh card ever. Like, look at this paragraph. They even squeezed the paragraph inside his pendulum effect. But anyway, guys, let's read this new card's effects. So his pendulum effect reads, you can remove 6 spell counters from your field. Then special summon this card from the pendulum zone. Then count the number of cards you control that can have a spell counter. Destroy up to that many cards on the field, and if you do, place spell counters on this card equal to the number of cards destroyed. You can only use this effect of Endymion once per turn. Basically, I think this is the win condition of the deck. The fact that you get to just blow up the board like 3 or 4 cards depending on how many spell counters you have on total on the entire field, basically get this effect going off, you're gonna win that duel, because like the amount of destruction that you're gonna do and the amount of control that you'll have at the end of it is gonna be insane. But let's read his big huge paragraph. It reads, once per turn, when a spell or trap card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can return 1 card you control with a spell counter to the hand, and you're always gonna have it. And if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy it. Then you can place the same number of spell counters on this card that the return card had. Oh my god. While this card has a spell counter, your opponent cannot target it with card effects. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add 1 normal spell card from your deck to your hand. So Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic, is a dope card. Next card, Reflection of Endymion. Okay, pendulum effect. Each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card when that spell resolves. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon both this card from your pendulum zone and 1 monster from your hand. And then its effect, you can special summon Reflection of Endymion once per turn. So you can only special summon this card once per turn, so you can't spam it out. If this card is special summoned, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and 1 card you control with a spell counter, except this card. Return that opponent's card and your card to the hand, then place that same number of spell counters on this card that your return card had. Wow. Okay, and then its last effect, when this card with a spell counter is destroyed by battle, you can add 1 Endymion card from your deck to your hand. So this card, if you destroy by battle, is basically a rota for the deck. And it has its effect where basically if you remove 3 spell counters from this card, you get to summon it from your pendulum zone as well as a card from your hand. So basically like, you know, card fodder or any cards that you just need to get out of your hand because you don't want to use your normal summon or any other mechanics with it. Next holo that we have, Spell Power Mastery. Add 1 Endymion card from your deck to your hand, so this is the Rhoda. Then you can count the number of Spell Power Mastery and Spell Power Grasp you control and or in your graveyard, and place that many spell counters among cards you control that you can place a spell counter on. You can only activate 1 Spell Power Mastery per turn. So he's basically like your spell counter looping. Next holo, Dimmered Path. Target 1 spellcaster effect monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So I don't know why they really put this card in here, because it is a pendulum deck, and you know, if your pendulum monsters get destroyed, they don't go to the graveyard, they just go back to your extra deck zone. I mean, I don't really think people will use it, but it is a plus because you do get to, you know, add it to your hand from the graveyard. But you know, if you're a pendulum player, how many times are you actually really sending pendulum cards to the graveyard? Not a whole lot. Oh, and there it is, Daybreaker the Shiny Magical Warrior. Basically the guy replacing Breaker the Magical Warrior as a Link monster. So let's read it. If this card is Link Summon, place 1 spell counter on it. Gains 300 attack for each spell counter on it. You can only activate each of the following effects of Daybreaker the Shiny Magical Warrior once per turn. So the fact that this guy just gains 300 attack for each spell counter on it, and the fact that it doesn't have a limit of how many spell counters it can have, can make this guy pretty beefy. If a spellcaster monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, place 1 spell counter on this card. Okay. Next one, you can remove 2 spell counters from this card, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. Okay, so it's not too bad of a Link monster for Pendulums, and I'm guessing it fits with the spell counter archetype, but I do think Electromite might be better, but it's not going to be a problem running like one of these guys in your deck. Alright, and that's it for the holo, so now we get to the commons, and actually, I'm pretty sure this card, Magister of Endymion, should have been a super rare, okay, because it has a wicked effect, as we'll read. But I just want to let you guys know that, you know, most of these new Endymion cards have the same pendulum effect, where if you remove 3 spell counters from this card, you can special summon that card from the pendulum zone, and then it has a different mechanic of where you can special summon the other pendulum monster from. So its pendulum effect is that each time a spell card is activated, place 1 spell counter on this card when the spell resolves. Okay, so that's like the same thing for the other one too. The next one, again, you can remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon both this card from your pendulum zone and 1 face-up monster from your extra deck. Then you can place a spell counter on it, and if you do, place this 1 spell counter on each. Next we'll read its monster effect. It reads, you can only special summon Magister of Endymion once per turn. When this card declares an attack, you can place 1 spell counter on it. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect. Oh shit, okay, hold on. Once per opponent's turn, and it's a quick effect. Okay, so disruption. You can remove 3 spell counters from your field. So not even on this guy. Anywhere on the field you get to remove 3 spell counters, and usually you're gonna have that. Special summon 1 monster from your deck that you can place a spell counter on. So you can fetch your big boy monster, Endymion, from your deck, or if you got the money to put in like Jackal King or Master Cerberus, you can actually make those cards come out too. So that's actually a pretty dope thing you can have, because if you don't have it in your hand, well, you get to pop it out from your deck. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, again, I don't really think it's going to get destroyed. You can place this card in your pendulum zone, then place the same number of spell counters on it that it had as a monster. So it just keeps recurring itself. Then next turn you get to just special summon it out, because you are guaranteed 3 spell counters on your field. This is a dope card. I have no idea why Konami did not make this a super rare. Oh my god, that is broken. Servant of Endymion. Okay. So again, we got the same thing with the pendulum effect. You can remove 3 spell counters from this card, special summon this card from your pendulum, and 1 monster from your deck with 1,000 or more attack that you can place a spell counter on. Oh my god, and then you get to place a spell counter on that one too. Wow, so again, you get to just, I guess you get to just search for anything. You get to just summon anything. That's ridiculous. These 2 cards are probably going to be a 3 of in the deck. These are probably your main starters. So this one, you get to special summon itself from the pendulum zone. You know, you remove 3 counters, and then you get to special summon a monster from your deck. So this one was from the extra deck zone. The other one was from your hand, and then you got this one from your deck. So its monster effect reads, you can only special summon Servant of Endymion once per turn. This card with a spell counter can attack directly. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can discard 1 card, place 1 spell counter on each card you control that you can place a spell counter on. Oh my god, that card's ridiculous. This is broken. How is this not a holo? What the fuck? How is this not a holo? Alright, let's continue. I'm just mind blown at these effects right now. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place this card in your pendulum zone, then place the same number of spell counters on it that it had as a monster. So the same effect as our boy Magister here, where again it could just keep recollecting itself and resummoning itself. Wow, that is actually pretty good. Alright, so that's it for the new cards. Now we're on to the other cards, so basically the common bulk of this structure deck. So as you guys can see, we got our OG Endymion the Master Magician, where it's not a pendulum monster, so that's actually pretty cool. Crusader of Endymion, Defender the Magical Knight, I remember that card. Mythical Beast Cerberus, Mythical Beast Medusa, Magical Something, Magical Exemplar, Magical Abductor, and that one's alright. Disenchanter, Apprentice Magician. This takes me back to GOAT format. Oh my god. Dark Magician of Chaos, but he's got the errata. It's alright. Fairy Tale Luna, that's not a bad reprint. That's actually not too bad. Summoner Monk, we all know what Summoner Monk does. Summoner Monk shenanigans. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, so they reprinted the Spellbook card engine in here. But I can see people using the Spellbook engine because it is a Spellcaster deck. Magical Undertaker. Okay, so this is a flip monster. You can target one level 4 or lower spellcaster monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So it's a monster reborn. Okay, but you need to flip it, and that's actually pretty slow. So how about no? Magician of Faith, so we're going old school. Alright. Droll and Lock Bird. So guys, if you had any excuse to get the structure deck, it would be for these awesome common reprints that they're coming out. I mean, we get Droll and Lock Bird as a common. So if you don't have your playset of Drolls, buy 3 of these decks and you're guaranteed your playset of Droll and Lock Bird. So, alright, so wow, we're going to put that up there. That is a great reprint they gave us. Endymion's Lab, don't really care for it. Magical Citadel of Endymion. So this is the big boy spell card, okay? It's just going to let you recur all your spell counters. Spell Power Grass. So this is what the Hollow was telling us. Target one face-up card on the field you can place a spell counter on. Place one spell counter on that target. Then you can add one Spell Power Grass from your deck to your hand. So you get to just basically reoccur itself. And again, it's just basically giving you more spell counters to put on your cards. Oh, hey, you get 2 of these. All right, Konami, go ahead. Arcane Barrier. So they did put Spellbook of Secrets in here, but did they put Spellbook of Knowledge? They put Spellbook of Power, Spellbook of Wisdom, and I'm guessing no knowledge. Okay, so they didn't want to make they didn't want to make Spellbook of Knowledge a common. Okay. We got Magical Blast. That's a OG card. Oh my god. Magical Dimension. It's pretty cool. Terraforming. Because again, you gotta search that field spell, that broken field spell. Left Arm Offering. Wow, we got a reprint of Left Arm Offering. If you have 2 or more cards in your hand, banish your entire hand. Add one spell card from your deck to your hand. You cannot set spells or traps during the turn you activate this card. I don't really know what the hype is all about this. If you guys can just let me know in the comment section below what kind of shenanigans you can do with this, because I see it as a neg, because you get to banish your entire hand. Yes, you get to add a spell card, like any spell card you want from the deck to your hand, but at the cost of banishing your entire hand, I don't know. Unless you're playing Thunder Dragons and you banish all your Thunder Dragon monster cards that will get their effects because they're banished, I don't really see this card being played too much. Pot of Desires. Guys, look at this beautiful common reprint of Pot of Desires. OMG. So guys, again, if you don't have your Pot of Desires, pick up this structure deck. You're guaranteed 3 of them. You're going to get your playset. So, Droll and Lock Bird and Pot of Desires. It's actually pretty dope. And now we got into our trap cards. So we got Mythical Beastia Morph. Pitch Black Power Stone. Don't know why they reprinted this card in here. Extra Buck. Okay. Gagaga Shield. Target one spellcaster monster you control. Equip this card to that target. Twice per turn. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. That's just annoying. Magician's Circle. Don't know why they put this here. And that's it, guys. Alright. Duel Links. And yeah, I was right. It's for the new Switch game that's coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh! But they're going to include links this time. So full link, full Yu-Gi-Oh! Format in the online game. Okay. Guys, that's it for the video. So if you haven't done so already, please grab this guy, because it's a budget-friendly deck for you budget players out there. and it's got some insane reprints like Droll and Lock Bird, Pod Desire. And guys, if you haven't done so already, please give this video a like if you liked it. It really does help out a lot. And with that, we are Screw the Rules Yu-Gi-Oh! And we are out. See you in the next one. Peace!
Search.
People always talk about my come up, cause I've been going all every summer. Pussy wanna talk about numbers, but you manage your buying swipe show, so bummy ain't nobody out now. They can